My name is Judy and I work here at Big Sandy Community and Technical College, and today we're going to be looking at an example of the Quality Assurance Rubric. It's my own personal Political Science 101 course. Now I'm not saying it's perfect, but I am following the Quality Assurance Rubric. First things first, you're going to see that I have the landing page for my course being announcements. And for me, that's important because these are the things that I want students to know. You're looking at the most recent postings that I made or announcements that I made. I will go back and show you the first one that I make. It's all the way down here at the bottom, and it's just a welcome. I let them know how the course is organized, and I let them know the time period that assignments are due. You will notice that I put 11:59 p.m. for the time. I do that because evidently there is some confusion out there amongst the general public about midnight. They confuse it with noon. So, to that end, I have changed all my due date times to 11:59 p.m. That just makes it a whole lot easier. Here is the getting started. And you will notice that there's a video here. It's a screencast 6 minutes video where I actually go over the structure of my course and introduce the course for the students. And I put a repeat of my first announcement here as well. And in addition to that, I put some helpful videos for students if they don't know how to edit a blog entry, if they don't know how to create a blog entry, if they don't know how to get to Blackboard assistance. I have that here. Just remember that this Getting Started tab is to make, in a way, your life easier too. If you do a really good job in the Getting Started tab, letting the students know how everything is organized in your class and your expectations, you will get a whole lot less structure questions, which is a good thing. You will get more content questions, which again is a good thing. This is the syllabus link. I have added my syllabus. When students click it, it will open. Here is my and I use, let me back up here just for a second. I use the Big Sandy Community and Technical College template. Very important that you do that. Here's my instructor information. I tell students where I'm located. I have the hours that I'm available on campus and my telephone number at work and my email. In addition to that, I have this tool pulled out. This is the email tool. So if you look up here, we have tool link. So you can do plus tool link and choose email from there. And I give it the title, Contact Judy, Professor. When students click it, they can do email all instructor users, and guess what? There's an email. The good part about using this email is that it automatically puts which class it's coming from. So if you have multiple classes, wonderful, you will know exactly which class the student is in. This is my assignments. I have my assignments, and this is a 16-week course that just ended. I have my assignments organized by week. So here is my week 1 folder. I have the syllabus quiz. I have the syllabus link. So the syllabus is here, but I have created a course link so it would appear here as well. Under Build Content, you can do course link. Right here. I have also research assignment information because I advise the students to look at this very carefully, because in this class I actually have the students do a pretty lengthy research assignment and it ends up being a high percentage of their grade, so it can drop them a letter grade or two. Again, it's a course link. and it shows them how to complete the assignment. That way they know from the very beginning what expectations I have for the class. This is week 2. In week 2, you will notice I have chapter 1 assignments. When students click it, it's everything for chapter 1. It's PowerPoints, it's my lecture notes, and these are my actual lecture notes. In addition to that, I have of course, this past January, we inaugurated a new president. So I have a discussion board for the Trump inauguration, and it's extra credit. Let's look at week 5. The reason I chose to show you this is a vlog. I have my students actually watch the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. I have it embedded from YouTube into Blackboard, so students don't have to leave to watch this film. All they have to do is click play. This is the 17-minute version. This is the full version where you get to hear all of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, and you get to see the lead up to it, which is very important, I think. I have students react to it in the blog. I also have pulled out an instructional video here. If a student has never created a blog, they can click this and actually learn how to create their blog entry, I should say. And here are their Chapter 5 assignments. Chapter 5, of course, in American government deals with civil rights. So, again, my assignments are organized this way. You can also elect, and it is your choice how you do this, you can also elect to make content tabs over here with the different types of assignments that you may have. You may have one tab that has chapter assignments. You may have blogs altogether. You may have exams altogether. That is up to you. As long as you do it, you're consistent with it, and you explain it to students, it's your choice. Class calendar. All of my assignments that I have listed actually have due dates. They have due dates so that students will know what to do. So this is my American government class that just ended. You can look here on Wednesday the 3rd. Their final chapter was due. That is their finals week activity, is chapter 16. It appears on the course calendar because I put a due date in. It helps students. They can actually download this calendar, and it will bring together all assignments that are listed in their Blackboard shells for them on their personal calendar so they don't miss due dates. I have pulled this tool out for students as well. It's called View My Grades. That's what I call it, View My Grades. If you look at your tools, it's plus sign, tool link, and you can actually look for My Grades. And you can see it right here, My Grades. Always when you're doing a tool link, make it available to your students or they can't see it. When you click View My Grades, you can see that it will show certain things. To my view, for students, it will show everything. I don't have, since I'm not a student and not logged in student view, it's not going to show everything consistently. So, I have library resources because I do expect my students to do a paper. I have everything listed here for them. New that I'm working on right now is I'm doing a library guide for my students. I teach American government, but I'm a full-time librarian, so I can do that. I will make the offer here that if you want a library guide for your particular class, all you have to do is let me know. Let me know what type of assignments you're doing that would require library resources, and I'll be glad to set one up for you. Resources, I've got all different kinds of stuff here. I've got the explanation of the Electoral College, transcript of the Constitution, because in American government, you can't really operate without that. The national debt clock. That's interesting. We'll just leave it at that. U.S. congressional legislation. It's a link where students can actually view and track any pending legislation. And a sample research paper in MLA style, because that's what I want my students to model in their paper, is an MLA style research paper. And this is the Big Sandy Distance Learning website, so that if students need help, they can click here and they can go there and get help. I have their course tools here. It is important. This is a default button. Do not delete that. Please don't delete it, because it is going to be your student access to all of the tools. That means journals, discussion boards, blogs, all kinds of things like that are available here for our students. Help and support. This is your Blackboard help. Don't delete it. Homework help. This is the tool where I have our students linked to, number one, the ACE Center. If you require a paper, they can actually get homework help at the ACE by clicking this little link, and it'll take you to, I'll show you really quick, a tutoring request page. Students can send an email link actually asking for help, and we will actually in the ACE review their papers for them and help correct it. This is our Net Tutor online tutoring program. Everyone has access to it. You can launch this and you can see there's all kinds of tutoring available. We have Spanish, sociology, psychology, political science. When you click, you can see that you can view the schedule for political science. English, math, that sort of thing is pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The specialty things like political science will be during these hours. This is free to your students. We provide free online tutoring as well as homework help here in the ACE. So hopefully you will take advantage of that. So these are your required tabs that correspond to the quality assurance rubric. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I do not claim that my class is perfect. It's not by any means. Nobody's is. But I try very hard to have a structure that is easy for the students to use so that there are less structure questions and more content questions, which is what we're really here to do, is to teach our student the content of our courses. If you need me for anything, do not hesitate to ask questions.